Hey guys, Tyler here for a little second channel video, if that is where this ends up going. If you're watching this, you might be aware that recently, as of when this is dropping, I released my video, my retrospective on the TNG movies, what I thought about the TNG movies as a continuation of my TNG retrospective series. And in it, I had a little skit that my friend Kinsey K Productions, helped shoot, where I basically did like a little studio tour, right? And as I discussed briefly in that video itself, I actually was shooting with a new studio setup. So you guys who've been watching me for years, you'll know that I have a room in my house where I record. I know, big surprise. Traditionally, the background has been kind of like this, like you've seen like that plaque with the ships. Maybe I've had a poster behind me and some stuff on shelves behind me, Star Trek memorabilia, but as you can see, that's changed a little bit. But yeah, I recently decided that I wanted to do kind of a renovation of my studio for multiple reasons. Chief among which, I need a place for my silver play button when it arrives. That's one reason. Secondly, I'm really serious about that. Secondly, I just wanted something that looked better. I just wanted something that looked better. I want to continue to increase my production value of my videos a little bit as I go. But today, what I want to do with this video is I want to give you guys, instead of the comedic skit where I just kind of glossed over a lot of stuff and the gist of the bit was like all my Tindy stuff that the camera was passing by. I want to give you guys like a proper studio tour, and I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but I think that you guys are going to enjoy this. I want to kind of, like I said, you know, take you through the new studio. Really, it's just a new studio setup, but I want to kind of explain the significance, I guess, of everything. So I'm going to transition really quickly to where you are no longer seeing me but hearing me. It's okay. We're doing a trust exercise, and you'll just be able to see for real. So let me make sure I am on autofocus. Yeah, okay. Well, as I pointed out before, we start off with the Pixar corner. So I've got Wally and Eve here. These are little interactive toys that I've had for, you know, about 15 years. I've got some Incredibles figures, and then down here, and by the way, you know, a lot of this obviously is only so visible in the background of my videos, but that's what this video is for. Got a little Groot sculpture, says soft sculpture. It's like a plush thing from Guardians of the Galaxy. Got Iron Giant, and then actually right there, you can barely see it. That's a D&D figure that I made because one of my friends started a D&D group, and I hate to say it didn't really pan out. I've never really played D&D, but it is what it is. But it's like a half elf thing, right? Then on these lower shelves, I mean, you can barely see some of this stuff. Maybe you should have a little bit more light. In fact, maybe I'll get my phone. A little impromptu thing. Check 1, 2. There we go. Yeah. So this is like some of this is memorabilia that pertains to some of the indie film festivals that I have been a part of, like Indie Memphis, and on top of that is Conspiracy Clones glasses, that prop. And Studio Suggs, a good friend of mine, Caleb Suggs, who has a production company. They do short films on YouTube, and you know, just a bunch of assorted stuff in there, like a Darth Vader mask that I don't really use. But we'll navigate back up to the top shelf. So assorted Star Trek memorabilia. So some of these ships you have probably seen in my videos already, in the background of my videos, when this shelf was actually over here. And so we got, the DS9 model. That was a gift for Christmas one year. And we got some Eagle Moss ships, Voyager, Romulan Warbird, the original Enterprise, and the NX-01. And we got a communicator prop. This Klingon thing, I don't really know what it is. It's like a bone of something. I don't really know. And some Starship manuals, or I mean not manuals, just little Eagle Moss booklets. And then these are some Jadzia and Kira figures that I got, action figures that I got at a toy store in Orange Beach, Alabama, which was a nice little find. He had some others, but they had been sold already. This is like the Kelvin shelf a little bit. We got my Tribble over there. This is like the DVD of Star Trek 2009 film, or the Blu-ray, and Nero and the Narada. We got some books, some assorted Star Trek novels, most of which I haven't actually read yet, but I would like to get to them. Of course, we got Tiberius here, little reference to my Mirror Universe videos. And real quick, I just want to point out that we got we got Miko in here. She just has to be in the middle of the action, but she's being a good girl right now. So we got, just cat food and stuff on the bottom. Don't worry about that. And some like some other science stuff that I've had for a while. That's the that's the my mic receiver. Well, here, I guess I'll go back up here for a minute. Okay, actually, I need to give her some food, so let me pause for a minute. I just cut down my shutter speed a little bit, so everything's not as blown out. But and a lot of these are just pieces of memorabilia that have been in my family for a while that I thought would be good to display in the background, like Pez dispensers and all that stuff. Some like cards, some comic books. We got another Wally figure. These are some Metroid amiibos that I bought. I don't even really use amiibos, but this is Samus and the Emmy from Metroid Dread. I thought these were cool looking. I just kind of had to have them, even if I didn't use them for their intended purpose. This, of course, is a a very well-known, popular piece of memorabilia, if it would focus. This is a Devon Attendee figure, a statue handcrafted by a fan of the channel named Beelzebuzzle. He sent this to me earlier this year, and I think that it is fantastic. It's obviously playing very much into the the recurring Orange River in-joke about Devon Attendee, my wife, which is from my Orion's video. We got some pop figures down here, some Star Trek The Next Generation pop figures. I know pop figures are kind of cringe to some people, but again, these are just things I've collected over the years, and it's really not that deep. And some of them are gifts and whatnot. I've got the Orville, which I'm really glad I have. I was able to snag a Eagle Moss model of that, because it's a cool looking ship. It's a cool looking ship. Down here we've got the first 6 Dune books. Whoops. These, I got these at various bookstores. It was only the first 3, yeah, there's the tail. It was only the first 3 that were featured in the background of my TNG video but I've since added to the collection, and I had a couple other Pop figures. I actually got these at that toy store in Orange Beach. Blade Runner 2049 figures, so you know, Sapper Morton and Love, who is what's his name, Jared Leto's assistant or whatever. And of course the Blu-ray of Blade Runner 2049 and Arrival, both directed by Denis Villeneuve, who is one of my favorite directors. And I got some movie tickets here. Let's see, on the bottom shelf, hold on. She was exiting the room. Got some more Star Trek reference books, and these are just, again, my dad. A lot of these I got from my dad, who's collected them over the years. Hold on, if I can kind of squeeze in right here. Just some more. I actually have, believe it or not, a bunch of Fringe books. For those of you who remember the sci-fi show Fringe, we've got a guide here, and I had a comic book somewhere. Oh, there it is. The comic by Joshua Jackson and another little Fringe book, kind of like analyzing the show. And then some other assorted novels, as you can see, The Martian, 1984. This statue, there's a funny story behind it. So for those of you who have been a fan of the channel for many, many years, back when I was Animator Kid and back when this account that you're watching this on, most likely, was called Augustus Clearwater. This Aztec flute, this is a gift from a friend of mine, Richard Murray, who used to be a big-time collaborator of mine. We used to make a lot of YouTube videos together, and he's an independent artist. And he gave this to me. He got it in Mexico and gave it to me. It's an Aztec flute, and it was a prop in some of those videos. But it's something that I, you know, it's a nice little memento that I've kept. We just got some really, you know, random knickknacks on this shelf. Got some OrangeRiver glassware and drinkware, and behind it is actually another reference to a very, very old YouTube content of mine. If you can see that, there we go. Richard also made this. This is a reference to my film It Just Might Work, which is a how do I describe it? Oh God, it was a comedy film that I made in high school, in a high school, about a YouTube duel, and we had a lot of fun making that. But this is a little reference to that, like promotional material, honestly. Let me slide that right there. By the way, you can get stuff like this at my merch store, link in the description. Shameless plug, started and ended. Got to get it centered. Got some more Incredibles figures right here, a little globe, and then this is a nice, fun little Star Trek thing, a picture frame with transporting characters, you know, one of those things where the perspective changes. Over here, we're starting to get into some equipment. So, of course, I've got some more drinkware. And actually, before I get to that, as you can see right here, I have some maps from Star Trek Star Charts. Or actually, not Star Trek Star Charts, Stellar Cartography, the Starfleet Reference Library. And these are Alpha Quadrant and Beta Quadrant maps. I have them taped up over posters of posters of like 300, because those do not belong to me and they don't really fit with the sci-fi vibe of my channel. They're taped up, and that's not really something I'm the biggest fan of, because you got to be very, very careful when you take them off that you don't rip anything. I'm trying to come up with a better solution. I really, really, really would love to come up with a better solution. I bought some magnets, and so I'm thinking about maybe putting, like, attaching something metal to the wall and putting the like putting the magnets over the posters, and just you guys get what I'm saying, but I don't know how well it's going to come to fruition. But anyway, so this is, I don't think I use this anymore. This is just like a headphone splitter. But this mixer, this is like one of my primary mixers for when I record audio, you know, 4-channel thing. Yeah, and I've got this, is this my Audio Technica? I think this is I have multiple cardioid mics like this, so I think this is an Audio Technica, yeah, AT2020 XLR microphone that I am just kind of letting the cables hang loose here. But when I record straight up audio, I very often will plug it into here, and autofocus is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. And then I've got some boxes of stuff that microphones and such came in there. This is a cabinet of 60s toys that belongs to my mom. This is a Enterprise poster that, or a painting that was gifted to me, which was really nice. I don't know who made it though. It's just from like, I think one of my family members just bought it from Hobby Lobby or something like that. Let's see. As I pointed out in my video, these are some other little ships. This is, I don't know what the name of this ship is. It's not one that I recognize really. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this from DS9 or something? That's an Eagle Moss model, but the rest of these are actually Hot Wheels models, believe it or not. And I got them when I was very young. This is like, again, like, you know, 14 years ago, or 12 years ago. I played with them like they were toys, and I kind of broke the stands. So yeah, they're not doing so hot. I would like to get replacements for these, like some of the actual Eagle Moss models. And then again, as you can see, just assorted, you know, memorabilia in the background. Another equipment shelf. So this is my Canon camera that I used to use to film a lot of stuff. I've got this Shure microphone, got my Blue Yeti microphone that I use to record stuff sometimes. All right, not really much anymore, but I used to use it a lot. My Pseudophoto lights, which have been featured in many behind-the-scenes video. I think that's my light bag that has like some color filters and some big like not Dracast lights. I think they're newer lights, Neewer. I could be wrong. I don't really use those anymore, but I have them just in case I need them. There's my sound bag that has a bunch of cables and other assorted equipment in it. I think that my shotgun mic is in there, which is a, God, what brand? Oh man. It's been a while since I bought it because it's like a boom mic, and I haven't I haven't needed a boom mic in a very long time. I think, yeah, it's a Rode microphone. I have a lot of microphones. There's this is just that one on the long one on the bottom is just a bag that some stands can go in and whatnot. Got some camera bags, got a lens bag, and then this is another camera bag that I have various assorted items in. As you can see, like lenses, chargers, that kind of crap. Just quickly inserting this because I kind of forgot. Here's an Indie Memphis poster, the Indie Memphis Film Festival poster from 2020, where Teched Out, my documentary about technology, documentary about transhumanism, was featured in the documentary shorts lineup. You know, diploma, award. These are Scholastic and Indie Memphis awards for some of my short films. That is all. I have microphone bags and other HDMI cables and USB cables and all that kind of stuff laying around. Forgive the the clothing bin. Ooh, there I am. Ooh, Lord, we are hot right now. Also, it's blown out. These are some Kelvin timeline figures. I guess, what is that? 6 inches, 12 inches. I guess that's 12 inches. I can't count apparently. Yeah, these were you know, stuff. This is stuff that I got back in the day. I'm starting to lose my English a little bit. Oh man. Over here, this is an R2-D2 that my dad got at that same store in Orange Beach. Some more Incredibles figures. Don't pay attention to that. That's just a poster. It's just yeah, there's my ship plaque. Some more Guardians of the Galaxy and DC, apparently. I just moved these over, pop figures, I just moved these over from another shelf. Some books, some more sci-fi books. Sci-fi books are over here. Apparently over here what we got are some John Green books and some classics, some political books of mine. Like, honestly, a lot of these are textbooks that I got for college because I minored in political science, by the way, for those of you who don't know. I'm not bragging, I'm just stating a fact. Calm down. These are filmmaking and animation books that I've had for a while. And then it's just like toys and games down there. And that actually completes it. Obviously, I have my, my little round table here that I sit at. And deliver my face cam narration for my videos. And I think that's pretty swell, if I do say so myself. I don't know what I'm saying, but you guys get the gist of it. So let me transition back to this face cam. Yeah, this was a little off the cuff, but I hope you guys enjoyed it because I really think that this is one of the, like, this renovation that I did. I think it was really worth my time. I think it was very much worth my time to move stuff around like this. I just think it looks better. In fact, let's get like a shot. I mean, you guys have seen my videos, but like, I mean, look at that. This is a studio background. We are filming in a real studio. I did it, society. But yeah, silver play button's gonna go somewhere when I get there one day soon, hopefully. But that's really it. I just wanted to do an official studio tour, and yeah, that's really all I have to say. Thank you all so much for the support that you give to the channel, whether you're watching this on Patreon or maybe YouTube memberships or just public on the second channel. I don't know where this is gonna go, probably on the second channel. Yeah, if you want to contribute even further to help make the most of this new studio setup, as always, merch store link, PayPal link, Patreon link, all that stuff is in the description. I really appreciate it. And even just clicking on the videos, because these days we know that YouTube the algorithm likes to suppress my content because life is so fair. But I just wanted to show this to you guys. So anyway, the rant over. Thank you all so much for watching. My cat wants to get back in, even though the door's open and she could just push it on her own volition. But anyway, that's all I have for this week or whatever. Live long and prosper.